In the UK, but at what cost? A person is stretchered to an ambulance on the south coast today after arriving in a small boat from France. It's this the government wants to deter by resettling some new arrivals in Rwanda. But the plan is controversial, with concerns even among Home Office staff who are working on the policy.
They'll be concerned about the kind of inhumanity of it. They'll be concerned about whether it's legal and also whether it's practical. And so certainly they're telling us that this is a concern for them. Many have said this is not the sort of policy that they wanted to see working in a department that deals with immigration.
Now Priti Patel has had to step in, despite an objection from her top civil servant over value for money, and push through the plan using a ministerial direction. Government sources say the main concern is a lack of definitive data on what benefits the policy will bring. In Rwanda, accommodation blocks are already being prepared, but legal challenges here are likely. The UN Refugee Agency says the plan is a breach of international law and hasn't worked when other countries have tried it.
People moved on from Rwanda within a week, so it doesn't deter smuggling, it promotes it. People went to South Sudan, to Libya, and those that survived back to Europe. So it was more hazardous and more work for the people smugglers than the channel will ever be.
So why, with concerns here at the Home Office and further afield, is the Home Secretary pushing this policy through? Priti Patel has been under huge pressure to get on top of the channel crossings. Every attempt so far has failed, and the fact that there is now concern inside this building about the Rwanda plan shows not only how controversial the policy is, but also the level of uncertainty about whether it will work. But there's also a political context to this. Boris Johnson is 3 weeks from what's likely to be a difficult set of local elections, and he's under pressure on other issues.
I don't think that this is necessarily going to sway loads of swing voters, but I think it might help shore up the Conservative base at a time when it has been leaving the party a little bit due to Partygate and other scandals that have engulfed the government and the Prime Minister.
But beyond the politics, this is really about people. These families were brought onto shore in Kent earlier. 181 came yesterday in just 6 boats. Individual lives buffeted by issues outside their control, both here and abroad. Rob Powell, Sky News in Westminster.